Bring in journalist James Pierre now. He has been in touch with the people on the ground in Haiti as well. James is with Haitian radio and television, and he is in Miami with us tonight. James, I want to begin with where Hawker just left off. You hear that woman pleading, I have no house, I have no money, they have no clean water. This is coming on the heels a decade after that other devastating earthquake left the infrastructure shattered. There was a cholera outbreak. So is Haiti more or less prepared to react and handle the situation than it was 10 years ago?
That's right. And we can tell that Haiti is most definitely not ready for the tropical storm that's supposed to hit Haiti in a few days. Major cities that are impacted by the earthquake that struck Haiti, different cities. You're talking about Jacques, Kai, Jérémy, Campirin, and so forth. But Haitians, Americans here in North Miami, they are not sleeping. They are rushing to help. As you can see behind me here in North Miami, we have an organization, La Fourchette Restaurant, where we are right now. They are packing bags to ship to Haiti to help Haiti to be prepared for the tropical storm. They are willing to travel as early as tomorrow. In that bag, you have here clean drinking water, toothpaste, brush, because they believe that many of these people, because they are afraid to go back under the tents or under the houses collapsed already, they are on the streets, but they need the necessary tools to fight at least the tropical storm.
You know, James, when we have storms hit the U.S. coastline, there are places where people can go for shelter, for water, for electricity, just to stay out of the elements. In Haiti, is there anything set up like that to help people find safety and refuge as everything around them is destroyed?
As we are watching images from Le Kai, the only shelter that they have is the supermarket. It's a large area. What they are doing is using what they can, plywood. They are using sheets to cover the supermarket, using a branch of trees that they can to cover areas where they can stay, at least not being wet by the tropical storm, or at least protect themselves against the sun. There are some other churches and schools available as well, but many of the family members, they are scared to go there because they strongly believe that the aftermath may be more dangerous than the quake itself.
And this all happening, James, at a time when this nation is already in turmoil. I mean, it was a month ago that the president of Haiti was assassinated. The political situation there has been in such unrest, the crime, the gangs. What is the government doing to respond? And do the people of Haiti have the support that they need?
The government is trying its best to at least evacuate many of the person in desperate needs right now. We're talking about Jérémy, talking about Campirin. There's another section called L'Asile as well, strongly impacted by the earthquake. But you can imagine the government can do so little, lack of money, lack of preparation, because that new government was supposed to be there only to organize upcoming elections in a few months. Now there's an earthquake. Even the former First Lady, Martine Moïse, sending his condolences to the families, are also saying that this is the moment that where Haitians need to be together, helping Haiti, helping cities impacted by the quake.
So many in need. James Pierre, as always, we appreciate your insight and your perspective. We'll be talking to you again soon. And if you at home feel so inclined to help with the great need in Haiti and you'd like to contribute to the humanitarian efforts there, make sure to head to our website, newsnationnow.com. We have compiled a list of reputable charities accepting donations right now, and you can also find that list on our free News Nation Now app.